you want to write the technical paper, these are the sections of the technical paper. In the technical paper, now first of all you should have a title, then you should have an abstract, then you should have a keywords, introduction, methodology, results, conclusion, and references. Okay, so in the title you have a very fancy title. The title should depict the overall research you have carried out. So your title should be very meaningful title. And again you have then abstract is the summary of introduction, methodology, result, discussion, findings, conclusion, and references. Then you have to write some keywords, okay, so which shows with which field your paper belongs to. For example, in keywords you may say, okay, COVID-19, machine learning, deep learning, neural network, image classification. Okay, so these keywords. So normally when you write the paper, you must mention some 5 keywords for your paper. Okay, so as I mentioned, abstract is the summary of introduction, methodology, result, and conclusion. And introduction is the summary of methodology, result, conclusion, and everything. Okay, in methodology you need to write about the proposed method, detail of proposed method. And in results you have to write the experimental results. And in discussion and findings you need to tell, for example, I showed you the result of iris dataset which has 91% accuracy. So in discussion I have to justify why our classifier didn't get 9% accuracy. I mean, what was the 9% misclassification errors? So what were those 9% misclassification errors, and why were those errors? I need to justify in discussion session. And in conclusion I need to provide the conclusion of the whole research, and I need to open some future research. Okay, in future what I will do to enhance the system accuracy, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are some of the ingredients of the technical paper. You must have the title, abstract, keywords, introduction, methodology, result, discussion, findings, and conclusion. Okay, so when you write, the sequence should be like this. I mean, when you submit the paper, the sequence should be like this. But normally when you are in the writing process, I always start from the methodology part, because it is very easy to write from the methodology part, because methodology is my methodology. I know how I propose my technique, how I conducted the experiments. So I always start from the methodology. Then I write the result section and discussion section. Then I go back to the introduction section. And in the end, I will write the abstract and conclusion and title. Okay. But for paper, once you write like this, in the paper, you have to arrange your writing in this sequence. At the top, you have a title, then abstract, then keywords, then introduction and methodology, results, conclusion, and references. Let me show you one example of the paper. For example, this is one of the paper. Okay, I'm sure you can see this paper on your screens. You see at the top I have a title of the paper, then I have the abstract, okay, and I have some keywords, okay, then the introduction session, okay, then I have the introduction section. So this is the introduction section. After the introduction section, I have the methodology or proposed CGDR model. For example, this is the proposed method. So author has explained his proposed method with the help of diagrams, algorithm, and equations, with the help of diagrams, everything. Okay, and experiments, experimental results. Okay, so experimental results. Then in the end have the discussion section, and so on and so forth. So in the technical paper you have these ingredients. Okay, Okay, so let's see how to submit the paper. Once you write the paper, so what is the process of submitting a paper? Okay, so once you have written the paper, now it's time to submit a paper in a particular journal. So if you want to find a journal, so you have many options to find a suitable journal for your paper. For example, there is a site called Elsewhere Journal Finder, so you can find a proper journal for your paper there. Okay, so you have Springer Journal Finder, so you can find the journal of of any journal using the Springer Journal Finder. And also you can get some opinion from the expert, so to submit a paper in a journal. Okay, so for example, if I want to find a journal for a paper I have just written, so for that maybe I use a website. Okay, so there is a website Elsewhere Journal Finder. So if you search this website, so here you can provide the paper title and paper abstract, and you start searching the journal. It will recommend you the journal then. Okay, for example, if I just copy the title from here, and if I copy the abstract, paste here. So once I provide the title and abstract, okay, now I click on find journals, so it will recommend me the journals where I can submit the paper. I mean the journals which are suitable to publish my work. Okay, so if I click here, find journals, so see when I provided the title and the abstract, so this is now recommending me the journal. For example, you can submit your paper in Journal of Biomedical Informatics, Information Processing and Management, Expert Systems with Application. Okay, so these are some of the journals where you can submit the paper. Okay, there are many more, and for every journal it is showing me the site score, what is the impact factor of the journal, what is the acceptance rate, how much time it will take for the first decision, and so on and so forth. So these are some of the metrics of the journal. So based on these I can decide where I can now submit my paper. Okay, okay, I hope you learned how to submit I mean where to submit a paper, how to find a suitable journal for your paper. Okay, now how to submit a paper in a journal. So every journal has a paper submission system. Okay, so for example, if you have decided you want to submit a paper in a particular journal, so you need to go to that journal website, and there they have a link called submit a paper into a journal. So it will guide you step by step how to submit a paper in a journal. So once you submit, for example, a paper in a journal, in any journal, so then your review process will start. I mean the review process will be started on that submitted paper. So the review process is like this. Once you submitted a paper to a journal, the paper will go to the chief editor of the journal, and now chief editor can make two decisions. Number one is rejection, or maybe he thinks the paper is good and it should be reviewed by the reviewers. So chief editor can either desk reject your paper or can further send to the associate editor for further actions. Okay, if your chief editor thinks your paper is good and has a quality, it will send your paper to the associate editor. Then associate editor will again see the quality and then will think, okay, whether it should be rejected or can go for further review process. If he think no, the paper is not good, he may reject, or he can then, if he thinks the paper is good, then he can send for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 blind reviewers that will review your paper work. Okay, once the associate editor decided, okay, the paper is good, then he's, for example, send the paper to, let's see, 2 reviewers. The reviewer will be then given the duration of maybe 4 to 5 weeks to review the paper and submit the review comments. So the reviewers then now can accept your paper, can give you the minor revision, can give you the major revision, or they may directly reject your paper. Okay, so for example, if they accept your paper, congratulations, that's a good thing. I mean, your paper will be then published in a particular journal. Sometimes they give you the minor revision. So minor revision means the revision like there is some spelling issues, some formatting issues. So there's no chance of rejection then. You just improve those revisions and your paper will be now accepted then. For major revisions, if the reviewer gives you a major revision, there is a 50-50 chances of acceptance and rejection. So you have to incorporate the major revisions properly. So once you have been given the major or minor revision, the editor will ask you to incorporate the changes and will send back again to the reviewers, and then the reviewers again will check your paper and then will give you the decisions. Okay, the last decision is a reject decision. If the reviewer reject your paper, it means the paper is not a quality paper and or maybe it's not suitable for publication. I mean, then you can submit somewhere else. Okay, so once you submit a paper, so your paper will be either accepted or will be given a minor revisions, or will be given major revision, or maybe rejected. Okay, okay, so I told you already, if you have a minor revision, there are no chances of rejection. I mean, it's very easy to accept. For major revision, you have to pay huge amount of time to incorporating those major revisions, and for rejection, if any rejection, you have to incorporate the reviewer comments and you have to resubmit somewhere else. Okay,